So, some serious questions have been on my mind. There's been a lot of reminders of mortality around me, and it's made me think. So, not only did yesterday we find someone passed away in this recovery community, but today I went back to the treatment center where I originally got sober, and there was not a couple, but a few people that I had went to treatment with who went back out and tried it again, only to end up back in treatment. So it was surreal and made me very grateful that I'm not in a trap house or a jail cell or on a cardboard box. Well, especially now, it's raining right now. That I have another 24 hours to try and figure this out. What follows are my 3 suicide stories in order. Here we go. Number 1. Fun fact, I had this car one day before I wrecked it. I basically tried to kill myself because I was so spiritually destitute. I drank a 12-pack of beer before I left my apartment. I did Xanax that day. I dropped acid. I had gotten ecstasy. When we got to the keg party, I was smoking weed the entire time. I'm not saying this to glamorize any drugs because they had to restart me in the ambulance and then I believe put me in a medically induced coma, or I was just in a coma for 2 weeks after that. That's my first one. That put me in a neck brace for over a year because I missed my physical therapy. I was too lazy to do anything but just drink and take the pain pills they prescribed to me. So it's started a lifelong romance with opioids, and I already had the alcoholic gene. So there we go. See, they say no relationships for your first year, and I take suggestions so I can do this. Suicide story number 2. This one's pretty tame. I believe it was right before I was going to do my first prison sentence, and I just got really drunk and ate a whole bottle of Tylenol PM, and it didn't work. I just woke up like 2 days later. I was staying on a buddy's couch, but he also had a spare bedroom. And I believe I had a keg party when he was out of town. Some stuff got stolen, and I just had more time alone in the household to myself. I was also catastrophizing and pumping myself up for my first time in prison. And yeah, just ate a bunch of sleeping pills. It was pretty low key. The third time, I spent 2 or 3 days in a series of hotels with, we'll just call it, a working girl who I just knew I was going to save from the industry and turn into like a housewife or something. Oh, God. And so after 3 or so days of using socially unacceptable drugs, as soon as those ran out, so did all the friends and the girl and everything. And did I have a car? I did not have a car at this point. I did not have any transportation. And I had Xanax, Subutex, alcohol at first. Then the money really ran out, so I was going from store to store and stealing wine. White Grind was my shiz. Stealing white wine. I ended up passing out on the loading dock. It was a Saturday, I believe. Friday or Saturday night. Passing out on the loading dock behind this closed down business. The only thing that saved me was I forgot to take the Xanax bars. So I drank like 2 bottles of wine, took a whole bottle of sleeping pills yet again, and ate an entire Subutex, I think, or two. But I was already so belligerent at this point that I forgot to take the Xanax bars, which were really supposed to push it over the edge and make it so that it worked. So that didn't work. Alright, as always on this channel, resources will be linked below. Don't be a D-bag like me. What else? To break habits, you gotta make habits. One of those for me is getting outside of my comfort zone. In case you couldn't tell, I have no problem throwing myself under the bus because for so long I threw everyone else under the bus. So now I'm doing the exact opposite. If this affects me getting a job because I'm aggressively pursuing a better life, so be it. Maybe I'll just start my own business because I put the plug in the jug now, so sky's the limit as long as I stay alive. Anyways, this channel is not about looking cool or egoism. It's actually quite the opposite. It's about saving lives. Hopefully you got something from this. Keep coming back. Peace and love.